the numbers in the BRO file for them don't all match the word roster. And I asked the coach, and the coach said, like, the word roster is the correct numbers. So I'm going to do that, and I told him if it looks wrong at halftime, then tell me, and I'll just change their numbers.
Wait, say that again?
So, like, the BRO file that auto-populated,
Yes.
like, he must not have updated it because there's
Just
numbers.
match it to whatever's in the book.
That's what I did.
Okay, as long as it's matching what's in the book, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
The shorter one on the right. You're following all the game action. Dan, zooming.
Welcome inside Geisman Gymnasium. I'm CJ Sellner on the Cougar Television Network. Glad you could join us here. It's basketball season, ladies and gentlemen. Finally time here inside Geisman to get the Cougars back in action. Just over 4 minutes till we get things started here. Hope you are having a great night. I am, as we're sitting here in Geisman. Cougars to take on the Rockford Regents here in NACC play. It's one of those things when you look at the conference, it's just how it is that you have to deal with it. A lot of conferences get the opportunity to play some non-conference games before they get into their season, but that's not how it is in the NAC. We'll get your starting lineups in just a few moments. A little bit about this matchup. Setting the scene for tonight, CUC hosts Rockford in the home opener tonight after dropping the season opener to Kalamazoo College on Monday. The Cougars look to snap a 10-game losing streak, which dates back to January 20th of last season. CUC is also looking for its first home opener victory since the 2015-16 season. So a chance for this team to get rolling here, and we hope for it to be soon. Scouting the Regents, Rockford opened up its 2018-19 campaign with a 100-63 loss to Carroll College. The Regents are coming off a 11-14 season in 2017-18, missing out on the NACC playoffs by just one game. They were predicted to finish ninth in the NACC. Stacking up this series, since 2007, the Rockford Regents are 14-7 against these Cougars, and they have won the last 7 straight and 9 of the last 10. Senior Mitch Policier for CUC is the driving force, as well as the team's leader overall. In less than 3 complete seasons, the Washington State native joined Concordia Chicago's 1,000-point club and had a career best year as a junior. During the junior year campaign, he totaled 531 points, 130 rebounds, and shot 32% from beyond the arc. In all 25 games last season, Policier scored in double digits. He scored in double digits in the game at Kalamazoo as well. Justin Schwartz had a strong opening night for CUC, leading the team with 23 points. He took a lot of smart shots for the Cougars and he averaged 50% shot 50% on the night, and was 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. He also brought down 4 rebounds. It was his second 20-point game of his career. Cougars also had big performances by freshman Landon Gladney, who had a double-double. First time CUC had a double-double on the opening night since Chris Claybon did it in 2015. Sawyer Conklin and Cade Musell were clutch off the bench for the Cougars in the season opener. They scored an 11 and 12 points respectively, combining for 23 of CUC's 33 points off the bench. CUC's guards off the bench also saw more than 17 minutes in action, so we will see what they can do. They shot 7 of 14 from downtown in the season opener. Glad you could join us here as we get to the final stats, as we just have a minute till opening tip. As we said, Rockford leads the series 21-7 since 2007. Excuse me, 21-7 since 2007. They have won 7 straight. Last meeting was January 15th of last season, where Rockford won 94-79. As you can see with those, both teams have struggled. Granted, your defensive numbers are skewed when you've played just one game apiece, so 100+ can be tough to judge. Both teams look to get on the right side of things. Both teams missed the playoffs last season, and they look to take the first step in the right direction here today. We'll take a quick break, get you set up with your game here in River Forest. NACC play coming underway here at Geisman Gymnasium. Once again, I'm CJ Selner. You're listening to the Cougar Broadcasting Network. Let's meet your starting lineups as we're about to get underway here with basketball action inside Geisman Gymnasium. First, for the visiting regents of Rockford University. At a guard, the 6'5 senior, number 0, Jeremiah Stewart. Another guard, the 5'11 sophomore from Elkhart, Indiana, number 4, Brandon Emmerich. At a guard, the junior from Galesburg, Illinois, the 6'1 junior, number 30, Cavante Shaw. And at a forward, a 6'3 senior from Rockford, Illinois, number 34, Tony Deemer. Head coach of the Regents is Andrew Weber. Assistant coaches Taylor Stinson, Nicholas Ramos, and Charles Ruffing, the CUC grad. And your starting lineup for the Concordia University Chicago Cougars here on opening night here at Geisman. At a guard, the 5'11 sophomore from Sacramento, California, number 1, Sawyer Conklin. At a guard, the 6'4 sophomore, number 3, Justin Schwartz. At a guard, the 6'3 senior from Washington, number 10, Mitch Policier. At a guard, the 6'2 junior from Braidwood, Illinois, number 12, Neil O'Donnell. And at a forward, the 6'5 freshman from Chicago, number 34, Landon Gladney. Head coach of the Cougars is Randy Rogers, and his assistants are Matt Kearney, Ricky Hampton. We're ready to go with basketball action here from Geisman. Glad you chose to spend your evening here with us. As always, Cougar basketball is going to be a fun season. Fans show up and show out. It might be a little slow early here, a little late going. I'd like to thank my production staff, Joel Krenz, Esme Torres, and Danielle Haskell on the cameras today. Rockford will be in the black jerseys with purple numbers and white trim. Cougars in their home white jerseys, maroon numbers, gold trim. As we're set for basketball action here from Geisman. Cougars will go left to right across your screen to start things off here in the first half. Regents going from right to left. Once again, glad you chose to spend your evening here with us. It's Cougar basketball season here at Geisman. Cougars control the opening tip, and we are underway. Policier, quick pull-up jumper, does not get the friendly roll. Rockford quickly out in transition, gets cut off. Both teams really need to step up their defense after giving up 100 plus. CUC gave up 93 points as a team per game last season, as that jumper is up and good out of the hands of Stewart. Rockford with the first basket of the game. Schwartz, tough shot, hits the side of the backboard, ends up touching the hand of Tony Deemer and going out of bounds. It'll be Cougar ball. 18 seconds to shoot. O'Donnell to inbound. Swing around, Conklin will cue up a three from the top and catch front iron, and no good. Stewart will bring it up. Inside, easy right-handed layup out of the hands of Shaw. 2 inside baskets already for the Regents as they take a 4-0 lead. Schwartz looks to go baseline, kicks Gladney. He'll shoot from out there. He took a couple threes in that game against Valpo. It was an exhibition. Good feed inside by Policier, and Schwartz lays it up and in. 4-2, Rockford leads. They look to get inside again. Stewart going against Policier, and he'll push his way inside, and he has 4 points already on the day with 2 rebounds. Policier, long three off the left wing, doesn't catch anything. Quickly ahead, Stewart could have been called for a travel, gets away with that one. Now he has 6. Cougars have had no answer for him here in the first 2 minutes. Spin move inside, Schwartz loses it, but Gladney's there, and he's able to kiss it off the glass and in. 8-4 your score here. Rockford shot 39% in their season opening loss against Carroll. They're shooting well here as Emmerich knocks down a 3. Policier right wing, Conklin will cue up a 3, and he gets the answer off the right side. Cougars trailing by 4 here. Pace very fast here in the early goings. Rockford with it up top. Tony Deemer led this team last season as we get a foul called off the ball. And it will be on Sawyer Conklin, his first, team's first. Rockford a perfect 5 for 5 shooting from the field thus far. (17-12) remaining in the first. Fouls in the front court. Shot clock gets reset to 20 seconds. Rule that was inputted last year by the NCAA in the men's side. Screen set. Adams pulls up from the free throw line, no good, and Conklin comes away with the rebound. We'll have to get a zoom of it later. Will Adams playing with 2 different colored shoes, must be the style these days, as the 3 is off the mark from O'Donnell. Rockford quickly ahead. Stewart thought about a 3, now takes when it comes up short. And an offensive rebound is dribbled out of bounds by Will Adams, and it'll be Cougar ball. And we got a timeout on the floor. It'll be taken by Randy Rogers. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one too. 16:45 remaining in the first period. Back inside Geisman Gymnasium. Glad you could join us here today. Cougars trailing 11-7 in the early goings. Both teams shooting very well from the floor. Policier kicks. O'Donnell will take a left wing three, and it's up and good for O'Donnell, the junior from Braidwood, Illinois. Up top and swung. Rockford with it again as Cougars cut the lead to 1. Inside, Deemer battles his way. Fight for the offensive board. It's ripped away from O'Donnell, and he'll actually get called for the foul. It was a battle inside. Shaw ripped it away from O'Donnell, and they got O'Donnell for holding him on the arm. Second team foul on the Cougars, first personal on O'Donnell. Deemer with the basket makes it 13-10. Left side, Schwartz, three is up off the mark, and it is Deemer again with the rebound. Deemer last season averaged 6.1 rebounds per game. Hard drive inside, loose ball. Gladney will come away with it for the Cougars. The big man got it ripped away there by Stewart. Rockford looks at counter. Three is up for Emmerich, and it's good. 16-10 now, Rockford. Cougars have turned it over just the one time by Gladney. 15:25 remaining. Schwartz strong to the basket, and he puts it up and in. He's definitely developed his game, being able to get to the basket here in his sophomore campaign. He showed it in the opener against Kalamazoo. Right side, Stewart. Deemer up top. They'll get it inside to Stewart. Tries to shoot over Gladney, and it's blocked away. Cougars looking to get out in transition. It's to Conklin. Now Schwartz thought about a three. Kicks Policier wide open, and his shot comes up well short. Good job getting back in defense, though, as he rips it away from Adams. Gladney tough to the hoop, and he'll get fouled, and he'll shoot two. Talk about getting in transition here early. 14:37 remaining in the first half. Two free throws coming here for Landon Gladney. Cougars shot 60% from the free throw line in the opener at Kalamazoo earlier this week. First free throw for the lefty, rims out, no good. Hassan Basbus enters for the first time for CUC. Cougars as a team last season did shoot well from the free throw line, 72% as a team. One more free throw coming here for Gladney. As everybody gets their shirts tucked in. Cougars, this is the first of a 5-game homestand for the Cougars as the second free throw is up and good. CUC will host CU Dub on the 20th of November, 5 days from today. Their next road game doesn't come till the 8th of December. Ball onto the left wing. Now inside Deemer. Kicks, good hesitation there. And it's knocked away, and O'Donnell will get credit for the steal. Schwartz thought about getting to the hoop, got cut off. O'Donnell, now Schwartz, open three, left wing, catches front iron, no good, but Gladney's there to bring down the offensive board. Conklin, corner pocket, and it's no good, and it's out of bounds. 13:59 remaining in the first half. Cougars showing good effort here in the opening stanza. CUC was in that game against Kalamazoo with 5 minutes to go. They trailed by just 2 points. Kalamazoo was able to put it on them late, though. Screen set up top, want to get it inside Deemer. Gladney cut out of position, and a nice reverse layup is up and good for Tony Deemer. Deemer with 4 points on the day. Rockford leading 18-13. High post Schwartz. Kicks Gladney, baseline jumper, off back iron, no good. Baspis with the hustle rebound though. Gladney will take it in off the glass and in off the left side. Cougars within 3 here. Gladney with 5 points on the night to lead the Cougars, who are shooting 40% from the field. Cougars also need to stay out of foul trouble. That was a big hindrance from the guys in the starting lineup, as Deemer with a tough hook shot is no good. Schwartz has it, wants to drive, was knocked away momentarily, and Conklin's able to run it down. 20 to shoot to Baspis. Drives across, and he'll get called for the travel. Policier comes in. Alongside Policier will be Cade Musel, the sophomore transfer from Phoenix, Arizona. Three-point game here in the early goings. Fake jumper, now to Deemer. He'll cue up a baseline 3 and knock it down. Deemer with 7 points to lead the Regents. He shot just 36 threes last season. That one off the mark. O'Donnell went for the steal. Regents with numbers forward. Pull up 3 off the left side, no good. Out of the hands of Emmerich. 6-point Regent lead. Police wants it. Right side, baseline jumper, and he rattles it home. Cougars within 21-17. As we close in on the midway point of this first half. Stewart, 3 of his last 4 for the Regents. Cougars double down low. Nearly knocked away, and it's lost ahead to Baspis. Layup off the right side, no good, but he got fouled on the way up, and he'll shoot 2. Policier with the nice jumper a moment ago to get CUC back within 4. Now's a chance to cut into that deficit a little bit more. Two shots coming here for Baspis. And the first one's up and good. Israel Dozie will come off the bench for the first time for CUC. Hassan Baspis was a 59% free throw. Was a 59% free throw shooter for the Cougars last season, and he'll knock down the second. Cougars within 2. 11:33 remaining in the first period. Swung around left side, Deemer. Inside, working on Baspis. Gets around, and the layup no good. Tipped, loose ball underneath, and it'll be Regent basketball. Adams battling for it, but he's unable to convert either. Policier has it, wants to drive, and he'll get fouled. 13 foul against the Regents. Foul is on number 5, Adams. That'll be his first personal. 21-19, Regents lead it. As we get back, Massell cues up a 3, and the freshman knocks it down. Cougars take their first lead. 10:53 remaining in the first period. Cougars nearly came away with it. O'Donnell stepped out of bounds in front of the Cougar bench. Schwartz returns to the lineup, replacing O'Donnell. Cougars lead 22-21. Shot clock set to 17 here for the Regents. Dozie will pick up, well extended. 10 to shoot now for the Regents. They try to run Stewart off a screen. They couldn't find him. Wanted to get it inside to Deemer, but Massell's there to take it away. Ahead, Schwartz, layup off the left side is blocked away by Stewart. He got up and took that one away from Schwartz. Transition three, too hard off the glass. Deemer comes away with it, and Stewart's able to put it up and in. Timeout taken on the floor by Rockford. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one, too, as action continues to heat up here inside Geisman Gymnasium. Cougars trailing here 23-22. Glad you could join us here inside Geisman Gymnasium. Cougar basketball powered by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken. 10:07 remaining here in the first half. Gladney leads the Cougars with 5 points on the night. 7 different Cougars have scored here in the first 10 minutes. 15 to shoot to Dozie. Now to Policier and Schwartz. Schwartz will cue up a contested three that rattles in and out. Stewart leads Rockford with 8 points on 4 of 5 shooting. Cougars are just 1 of 6 over their last 7 3-pointers. That one's easily laid up and off the glass by Taylor Crocker. Regents extend their lead back to 3. They've led by as many as 7 here in the first half. Policier now to Dozie. Corner 3 rattles in and out. CUC now 1 of their last 7 from downtown. Open deep 3 is off back iron and out of bounds, out of the hands of Emmerich, and it'll be Cougar ball. Gladney will come back in. He's had his way inside, played well thus far. Has 5 points with 3 boards. Policier leads the Cougars with 4 assists. Deemer with 7 points and 4 rebounds to go along with 3 assists. He's had an overall strong performance here in the first half. Massell with a 3 from the top, and it's up and good. Ties us up at 25. 8:48 remaining in the first half. Lots of threes between these two teams. Another one hoisted up. This one catching back iron, and Gladney will bring it away. Quickly forward, Policier. Schwartz transition, and he'll lay it up and in. Cougars retake the lead at 27-25. Right side drive, tough layup. Stewart, no good, tipped away. Policier wanted to get it to Dozie in transition, but the home run pass went a little too far. 8:10 remaining in the first half. Cougars lead by 2. Right side, now Stewart at the top. Swung now left-hand side. Emmerich, high post. Drive inside. They didn't call it travel. Policier was making his own judgment call. Quickly ahead in transition. Shot no good. And it'll be the Regents bringing it away. 27 all. 7:35 remaining in the first half. Pump fake, and they're going to get Dozie with a bump as the Regents, Harden, wanted to go to the hoop. Foul on Dozie is his first. He'll be the third team on CUC. Neil O'Donnell returns along with Hassan Baspis. Regents shooting 48% thus far. Cougars shooting 43%. Strongly contested game thus far. Hook in the lane, no good. Out of the hands of Crocker. Plessier to Dozie. Hesitation, Plessier to the rim and unable to finish it, but he'll shoot two with 7:17 remaining in the half.
Rockford foul is number 23, Caleb Crocker, his first fourth team foul. 2 shots.
Plessier with 2 points. He's just 1 of 4 shooting thus far. First of 2 is up and good. Plessier shot 77% from the line last season for the Cougars. And the second one's good as well. Cougars looking to end a 7-game losing streak to these Regents. 3 from the top is up and good out of the hands of Will Adams. 3's aplenty here in the NACC opener for both these sides. Baspis will take a 17-footer and he'll put it up and in. Back and forth we go here in an exciting first 20 minutes. Deemer baseline, kicks, open look for 3 for Hardin and he'll knock it down. First basket of the night for Harding gives the Regents a 33-31 lead with 6:20 remaining in the half. Dozie baseline look for 3 is off back iron, no good. And the Regents will bring it away. Stewart looking to go baseline. Plessier, tough shot, no good, but they're going to get Plessier for catching him on the arm. And it'll be 2 shots for the Regents. 6:06 remaining in the first half. Sawyer Conklin will come in during the free throws. First free throw for Stewart's no good. Stewart did not attempt a free throw in the opener. As a team, Regents attempted just 12 in their season opening loss to Carroll, where they were 9 of 12. Stewart already above what he had in the opener. He had 6 points, as that one's thrown out of bounds after the offensive board by Shaw. Stewart, a newcomer for the Regents this season. Everybody that's played for the Regents has scored. They've used 7 players thus far. Pass that they wanted to get to Conklin is off the mark out of the hands of O'Donnell. 5th turnover on the day for the Cougars. 5:56 remaining in the half. 33-31, Regents lead as the Cougar faithful have made their way inside Geisman. Right side Stewart, good screen set, got a man open underneath, and a good finish there by Hardin. 5-0 run over the last minute 15, and that was a late call. I didn't think they were going to get it, and I thought assistant coach Matt Kearney might go onto the court himself. Fouls on Stewart, his first, team 5th. Rockford 4 of their last 5 from the field. CUC 1 of their last 4 from downtown. Plessier sitting at 8th in CUC history in points scored for his career. O'Donnell needs help to avoid a 5-second call. Good cut to the hoop. He'll kiss it off the glass and in. 35-33. Stewart quickly across and an offensive foul. Stewart can't believe it. Baspis was set heels just outside the restricted zone. And the Cougars will get the ball back. Second personal foul on Stewart. Stewart got quite a reaction, was not happy with the initial call. Baspis has been known for that for CUC. Did it a lot last season. It's not necessarily a stat you'll see that pops up on the scouting report, but man, he will play hard. Gladney tough underneath, and he'll get fouled. Stewart gives him a little shove after the play. Foul will be on number 23, Crocker, his second personal. Regions now over the limit. CUC will be in the bonus for the remaining 4 minutes and 58 seconds. 2 shots here, though, for Gladney, his second trip to the free throw line today. He split the pair on his first trip, and he'll knock down the first. Chance to tie it up here with 4:58 remaining in the half. Rockford's led by as many as 7. CUC has held the lead at 29-27. Second free throw here for Gladney is up and good. CUC 7 of 8 from the charity stripe so far tonight. Rockford 0 of 2. 35 all, 4:50 remaining in the half. 20 to shoot up top. Hesitation, good drive left side. Shot no good. Good job by Policier avoiding picking up his second foul. Tries to split to defenders. Wants to find Gladney underneath, but Deemer cut in front and took it away. Open look, 3 left side, no good. Offensive board brought down by Shaw. Looks to put it back up and in, and he does. Shaw with 4 points to go along with 3 boards. They'll get to Gladney underneath. Good cut Conklin, it's knocked away. Tipped off the hands of Will Adams. J.J. Schwartz returns to the lineup for CUC. Emmerich returns to the lineup for the Regents. Policier will take a break. He has not one to be on the bench very long. Conklin, with a hand in his face, comes up short on the 3-point attempt. Deemer brings down the rebound. He now has 5 on the night. Stewart wanted to step into a 3. Now will take an 18-footer in front of Aspis and knocks it down. Stewart now with 10 points. He's 5 of 7 shooting on the night. Fun one thus far here inside Geisman. Baspis will save it before the half-court line. Now 13 to shoot. Gladney puts a shoulder down, and that's an easy call there as he'll get charged with the offensive foul. Foul on Gladney's his first personal. That'll be the 5th team on CUC. 3:31 remaining in the first half. 4-point Regent lead. Cougars in the bonus. We'll see if they can take advantage of that over the last 3:23. Left side Shaw. Deemer calling for it in the post. They'll get it to him. Extended off the block. Spin move inside. Right-handed shot. Tough off the left side. Baspis will bring it away. O'Donnell looked to push. Cougars without numbers. Hesitation. O'Donnell to the rack, and it's no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. As something you've seen the Cougars do often here in this contest, get to the rim. They have not shot well from downtown, just 4 of 15. Foul is on Deemer, his first. 8th team foul. O'Donnell's first free throw's up and good. O'Donnell just a 41% free throw shooter in his freshman campaign. Small sample size, just 5 of 12. Second is up and good, and he'll cut the Regent lead back down to 2. 3 minutes and counting here remaining in the half. Good find there underneath as Shaw's able to put it in. Emmerich finding his teammate cutting to the basket. Regent still shooting above 50% from the field in the half. Schwartz trying to isolate. Kicks, open look for 3. O'Donnell off back iron, no good. Regents bring it forward. Stewart with a good look for 3, and that's good. He now has 13 points on the night. His first 3-pointer of the season. Inside Gladney. Soft up the glass, no good. Rolls off a front iron. Lead here matches the largest of the day for the Regents. Cougars haven't played bad offensively. It's been defensively where the Regents have had them. Pull-up jumper, no good, out of the hands of Emmerich, trying to shoot it over Baspis. Conklin quickly down. To Baspis, tough shot underneath, no good. Tipped out. It was a tough contested shot. Regents in transition. Good hustle by Conklin to keep that from getting in the hands of Deemer. Policier will return to the action. He will replace O'Donnell. 44-37. Rockford leads it with 100 seconds remaining in the half. They'll kick it way out to Stewart to set it up. Stewart drives, pull-up floater, no good. Conklin will bring it away. Ahead, Policier goes baseline, and they're going to get him for the travel. I don't agree with that call. He got bumped. That, I believe, what forced the travel, but it can be seen different, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by Andrew Weber. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one, too, with 1:26 remaining in the first half. Back inside Geisman Gymnasium. 1:26 remaining in the opening half here. Cougars trailing the Regents 44-37. Stewart leads all scorers with 13 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Good find underneath, reverse layup, no good. Cougars looking to end a 9-2 Regent run over the last 3.5 minutes. Policier has it, bounce past Gladney and off the glass and in. It can become so easy when you have slashers like Policier and Schwartz to find Gladney because you have to respect their ability to get to the rim. That's going to create a lot of open opportunities for Gladney. Regents have had their way getting to the hoop as well. Looking to get it inside. Policier picking up outside the three-point line. Pull-up jumper up and good out of the hand of Will Adams. So you look at that shot chart for the Regents. They've had a lot of success inside. They've made their fair share of threes, but haven't had to. They're 20 of 40 overall. You take away those 3-pointers, they are 14 of 23. Gladney floater is up off iron, no good. Schwartz with the offensive board is up and in. Cougars cut the lead to 5. 5 seconds remaining in the half, no shot clock. Pull up late three is up off iron, no good, and that'll be the half. 46-41, your halftime score here inside Geisman Gymnasium. Stewart leads all scorers with 13 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Regents shoot 48.8% in the half. For overall, 42.9% from 3. For the Cougars, Landon Gladney leads the Cougars with 9 points on the night. Cougars have had a lot of different scores in the action. Gladney has 9, Schwartz with 8, O'Donnell with 7, Musell with 6, Baspis with 4. Fifteen-minute halftime here inside Geisman as Cougars shoot 42% from the field. Just 25% from 3. They were 4 of 16 from three-point line. They were 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Rebounds, pretty equal between the two teams. Turnovers, not really a factor in this one. But what has been the Rockford ability to get inside. 22 points in the paint in the first half. 46-41, Regents lead it here at the half. We'll take a break, get you set up with second half action in just a little bit. it's too late. No, it's all good. Back inside Geisman Gymnasium, just over 2 minutes till we get the second half underway. An exciting, entertaining first half between these two sides, 46-41 your halftime score. Once again, I'm CJ Sellner with my production staff, Joel Krenz, the producer, Dan Hasko on the camera, and Esme Torres on the camera as well. Doing a great job. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. Thoughts, comments, reactions? What are you thinking? Tweet at us at CU Chicago Sports on Twitter. You can also follow us on Instagram at CU Cougars. Second half about to get underway. We'll see how the Cougars can respond, especially defensively. That's where they've struggled in second halves. You look at it, they were down 2 points to Kalamazoo earlier this week, and they lost by double digits. So we'll see if they can put a full game together here today. Rockford looking to close out their first win of the season. They lost to Carroll in their opener. They trailed by 13 at the break, and then Carroll was able to put their foot on the gas from there. Cougars will be going right to left across your screen in the second half. Regents will be going left to right. Regents in the black jerseys. CUC in their home whites. Good crowd, nice little halftime game going on. Cougar basketball powered by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park, eat more chicken. Cougar basketball also sponsored by Chicago Motor Coach. Chicago Motor Coach, the official transportation provider of Concordia Chicago Athletics. Northwestern Mutual, always there when you need them most. 5-point Regent lead as we get the second half set to go. Glad you could join us here on the home of Cougar Athletics, the YouTube channel this year. Hopefully you enjoy the broadcast. It'll be Regent ball to begin the second half. Rockford going with the original starting five. Quickly drive to the hoop, count it with a foul as Brandon Emmerich went hard to the rack. Nothing like coming out of the halftime break strong, and Emmerich did that immediately. Foul is on Jamal Turner. His first. Interesting choice for Coach Randy Rogers, starting Turner coming out of the break. He hadn't seen any playing time in the first half. The and one free throw, no good, and it'll be J.J. Schwartz bringing it away. Gladney leads the Cougars with 9 points. It'll be Policier, O'Donnell, Schwartz, Gladney, and Massell all on the floor to start the second half. Fadeaway jumper, Policier, off front iron, no good. Rockford had a slight rebounding advantage, 22-20 in the first half. Deemer looking to get it underneath. Stewart, tough shot, no good. And it's Schwartz again with the rebound. He'll turn it over, and it's laid off the glass and in by Shaw. Quickly a 9-point advantage, and Coach Randy Rogers going back to his bench again. Schwartz, decent look for three off the left side, no good, came up short. Spin move Adams, had it knocked away, Schwartz with it. Passes ahead, Policier off the glass and in. Cougars needed that quickly. Cavante Shaw now 3 of his last 4. CUC continuing to struggle from the three-point arc, 1 of their last 7. Right side, they're looking to get it into Deemer. At the top, Emmerich. Screen set, he'll get an open look for 3 as the Cougars were switching on the screen. Now in transition, Policier, pull up 3 off iron, no good. Gladney's offensive board, no good. Looked like he got hit on the hand, but no call. They called all ball underneath. (50-43), Rockford. Tough shot blocked away by Gladney. Has it in transition, wants to flip it to Schwartz, and it's out of bounds. And they're going to say it's Cougar ball. Hassan Baspis will return to the game for Policier. Cougars playing without Jalen Meeks so far tonight, who had a team-high 17 points in the exhibition against Valparaiso. Stewart corrals the miss. Underneath, Deemer, wide open underneath. He could have went up on the right-hand side. Elects for the reverse layup. That's no good. Bounce pass Schwartz, tries to go to the hoop and is knocked out of bounds by Stewart. (50-43), Regents lead it here. 17:37 remaining in the half. Baspis up top. Masel's had an open look as the Regents go with the zone. Skip pass across. Schwartz, floater through the lane, and he'll go to line to shoot two. Will Adams went down hard as him and Schwartz ran into each other going to the hoop. He's slow to get up. I think he caught that one right where you don't want to catch it, if you catch my drift. 17:21 remaining in the half. It's a 7-point Region advantage. Their largest lead was 9 as the first free throw is no good. Jamal Turner returns to the lineup to replace Masel. Cougars also have Jamal Thomas, the senior from Page, Arizona, sitting at the scorer's table as well. Schwartz misses both free throws. The Cougars come up empty on the possession. Open look for three off the right wing. Stewart, no good. Tipped out by Deemer. Offensive board as the shot's blocked away by Gladney. Deemer gets double teamed underneath as they get it out. .15 to shoot. Bounce pass inside Deemer. Shot partially blocked by O'Donnell. Stewart has it swatted away by Turner. Turner in transition to the hoop. That one swatted away by Stewart, but the foul will be called before the block. That'll be against Emmerich. Foul on Emmerich will be his second personal, second team foul of the half. First free throw is good for Turner. Schwartz comes out of the game for Jamal Thomas. Second free throw coming here for Turner. Attempted just one free throw last season as he knocks down the pair. Cougars back within 5 as we have played the first 3 minutes of the second half. Stewart, jumper in the face of Baspis. Second chance tip, no good by Alonzo Mitchell. O'Donnell quickly down the floor to Thomas. Back to O'Donnell. Corner pocket three, no good. Gladney with the rebound. He'll kick it back out as the Cougars have a fresh shot clock. They can reset the offense. Baspis coming, shows for O'Donnell. Looks to get inside. Cut off. Tough jumper fading away. Rims out, no good. Deemer quickly ahead. Stewart. He'll go up and he'll slam it home. Ends over a 3-minute drought for the Regents. Cougars still struggling offensively here in the second half. One of their last 8, and they're going to get Thomas for the travel. .45 remaining in the second half. 7-point Region advantage. Stewart leads all scorers with 15. He's 7 of 13 shooting. Thomas giving a little extra clap. As the Cougars really need to stop, they need to get back in this ball game. Stewart gets picked up by Thomas. Cougars are switching all screens, it seems like. And they're going to get called for an out-of-bounds violation on Emmerich after running out of bounds. Can't be the first to touch the ball. 15:26 remaining in the second half. Schwarz back in alongside Massell. Policier was just late getting to the table. 52-45, your score. Cougars without a single score in double digits thus far. Baspis with it in the high post. Wants to get it to O'Donnell underneath, but got pushed out. Baspis, Schwarz. Massell thought about a three. Kicks to Schwarz. Under 10 to shoot. Gladney, baseline jumper is good. Gladney now with 11 points. Credit the assist to Schwarz, his second. Left side three is up and good out of the hands of Emmerich. He now has 11. Regents 8 of 18 shooting from downtown. Right side O'Donnell. Refs letting the hand checks go quite a bit so far tonight. Inside Baspis. Working against Deemer. Tough shot, no good. Gets his own offensive board, and he'll put it up and in. Still a 6-point advantage for the Regents. Stewart, pull-up jumper off back iron, no good. O'Donnell wants to get out and run. Gets cut off. Finds Schwarz, but he lost the handle on it. A hot pass across from O'Donnell, and it's out of bounds. Policier will make his first appearance. 12th turnover of the night for the Cougars. (55-49). Deemer wants to go to the hoop, and they'll get a hip check before he did. Foul is on number 11, Massell, his first personal. Team second on CUC. He'll come out as Turner comes back into the game. Little extracurriculars happening underneath the hoop as the refs made sure both sides have said their last parting words. And they're going to get a hold underneath, all on the Cougars. Foul is on number 3, Justin Schwarz, his first personal. Team third here in the second half. Inside, fadeaway underneath is up and good for Brandon Emmerich. He now has 13 points. He's 5 of 10 shooting. 3 of his last 4 have been in. Policier to the rack. Finger roll up and in. 6-point region advantage. Drive and dish. Kick. Good look for Emmerich for 3, and it's good. Emmerich hot here in the second half, as he now has a team-high 16. Schwarz lost it on the way up, and I believe they're going to call it before the shot. Foul is on number 30, Shaw, his second. Massell and Dozie will come into the Cougar lineup, replacing Turner and O'Donnell. So they'll call it underneath, and Baspis will come into the game as well. Dozie to inbound. And we're going to have another discussion. I'm not quite sure what's going on. They're actually checking out Stewart here just outside the Cougar bench, down on the left-hand side. So that's the reason for the delay in play. 13:05 remaining in the first half. And Stewart will elect to stay in the game. Regents need him. He's played 23 minutes for the Regents, has 15 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Cougars just one of their last 10 from downtown. Have not made a three-pointer here in the second half, and that trend will continue as Massell's comes up short. Open three passed up on by Shaw. Drive and kicked is deflected by Gladney. Emmerich for three off back iron, and the possession will continue. Rockford trying to take their first double-digit lead of the night. Drive to the hoop, and they're going to get Baspis for a block on the way up. As Alonzo Mitchell drove hard to the hoop, he'll shoot two. 2 free throws coming here for Mitchell. Rockford 0 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight. Foul was on Hassan Baspis, his first personal. And the free throw's up and good. Schwartz will return to lineup for Baspis. 61-51, first double-digit lead of the night. Mitchell was 2 of 2 from the free throw line in the season opener against Carroll. He'll stay perfect on the season as he extends the Regent lead out to 11. 12:29 remaining in the second half. You might say if the Cougars can't get a basket here on this possession and the Regents are able to counter, you might see a Cougar timeout by Randy Rogers. Gladney goes to the hoop, tough shot, no good, but he'll shoot two. He tried to go back to his left hand with the shot. Would have had an easier baby hook if he would have went up with the right side, but does get rewarded with the 2 free throws. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. A quiet Geisman Gymnasium as the first free throw is in and out, no good. Massell gets replaced by Turner. Keeping the jerseys tucked in has been quite a challenge, I would say, tonight. If a Velcro company is looking to sponsor, I think we got a spot for you. 12:20 remaining in the second half, and the free throw is up and good for Gladney. Makes it a 10-point ball game. Gladney had a double-double in the opener for CUC, first since 2015. CUC had just 1 double-double all of last year. Dozie knocks it away and saves it. Reset of the shot clock. Get it inside. Shot up, no good. And the Cougars will bring it away. Got to get something going on offense here quickly as we near the midway point of the half. Schwartz passed up on a 10-footer. Police now inside. Gladney, left-handed shot inside, no good. Tipped away, and the rebound is in the hands of Cavante Shaw. 3 off the right wing, rims in and out, no good. Israel Dozie to Turner on the right wing. Drives across, tough layup, no good. Gladney with the offensive board and put back. Gladney with 14 points on the night. The freshman's been impressive through a game in 3 quarters. 3 from the top, airballed and out of bounds by Mitchell. And it'll be Cougar ball. Massell will return to the lineup. Mitchell's going to hear that from the Cougar crowd, the uproar, as they call themselves. Nearing the midway point here of half number 2. Home opener here inside Geisman. Gladney kicks it, Policier. I'd give it back to the big men if they can. Policier wants to drive, tough shot, and he got bailed out there. Stewart can't believe the foul was called, and that'll be his 3rd personal. Policier will have 2 free throws. Try to get to double digits once again. First free throw's up and good. Policier scored double digits in all 25 games last season for the Cougars, made it 26 in a row, dating back to last season against Kalamazoo, and he's done it once again, now with 10 points. Cougars trail by 6. Regents have had the lead out to as many as 11. They've led for over 26 minutes of this contest. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell has it, wants to drive. Inside, flips it up off the backboard, no good. Cougars can make it a one-possession game on this possession. Policier has it, kicks to Schwartz. Splits the defenders, lays it up and over the front of the rim and in. Cougars back within 4. Starting to get the uproar involved a little bit more. Another stop, get that crowd fully into it. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, it's off back iron, no good. Regents get it, Stewart up and in, count it with a foul. Cougars lost track of Stewart in the short corner, and he's able to put it up and in and end the quick Cougar run. Massell will return for Turner. Stewart with 17 points on the night. 30 of those have 30 points have come in the paint for the Regents as they keep their lead standing at 6. Policier has it, wants to drive. Kicks, Massell, corner pocket, 3, it is good. Cougars back within a possession. Cougar crowd getting involved a little bit. Emmerich has it, knocked away by O'Donnell. Cougars looking to run in transition. O'Donnell, 3, Massell for the tie, no good. It was a good look for the freshman, just had a tough angle as he was almost behind the backboard on the right wing. Emmerich looks to get it inside. Spin move, and no, they're gonna get an offensive foul on a hook called on Crocker, and that'll be his 4th personal. Sawyer Conklin will make his first appearance of the second half as both teams make a good number of subs. Cougars with a chance to tie. Cougars on a 10-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Regents have gone cold, just one of their last 7 shooting. O'Donnell looking for space to Policier. Small lineup on the floor here for the Cougars. Massell with a hand in his face, comes up off front iron. It'll be interesting to see. Policier is basically your 5 on the floor right now as the alley-oop gets thrown out of bounds. Emmerich threw it too tall for Stewart. 8:41 remaining in the second half. Glad you could join us here tonight. Cougar basketball action here inside Geisman Gymnasium. It's been an entertaining battle thus far. Policier spin move to the hoop, and he'll get fouled. He'll shoot 2. Policier, a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight, and we're gonna have a full timeout on the floor. Full timeout, we'll take a break too. This is Cougar basketball, powered by Lutheran Public Radio.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athlete.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium, 64-61 your scores, 8:28 remaining in the second half. Little bit of foul trouble here for the Regents. Stewart and Crocker both with 4 on the night. Regents with 3 timeouts remaining. CUC on a 10-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 59 seconds. So that last foul was charged to Stewart. First of 2 for Policier is up and good. Policier shot 77% from the free throw line last season. Second Policier free throw is up and good. Cougars cut it, the Regent lead to 1. See if CUC can get another stop here. On the floor for the Regents, Shaw, Deemer, Emmerich, Adams, and Zom. Inside Deemer, trying to go to work against Baspis. Cougars double. Deemer needs somewhere to go with it. 5 to shoot. Deemer will cue up a 3 from the top, and he buries it. Big 3 there by Tony Deemer, the senior from Rockford. He now has 10 points. He's 2 of 3 from downtown. Policier pull up 3 in the face of Shaw, and the Cougars are back within 1. Entertainment value, you have it tonight. Policier, 3 of his last 4, now has 15. Cougar crowd coming to their feet. Deemer pull-up jumper well off the backboard. Cougars have a chance to take the lead. And the Cougars will take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout too. 7:16 remaining in the second half.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Coming out of the timeout here, 7:16 remaining in the second half. Cougars with 4 timeouts remaining, Regents with 3. Exciting second half. Cougars shooting just 36% in the second half. Regents actually shooting 38%. Neither team shooting exceptionally well here in the second half, as the referees have to make sure both teams stay within the rules. No more. It's been getting chippy even between the crowd and the Regents thus far. Schwartz for the lead, and it's good. Cougars take a 69-67 lead with 7 minutes remaining. Their first lead since early in that first half. Emmerich to the right side. Foul trouble playing important here for the Regents. Deemer wraparound layup no good. He wanted a call. Dozie doing a good job keeping his hands straight up underneath. Policier wants to find Schwartz, who saves it in bounds. So he goes into the cheerleaders. O'Donnell for 3 from the wing just rims out. And there's a foul called, and it's going to be an over the back on J.J. Schwartz. It'll be the second on Schwartz, 6th on the team. So it'll be bonus for both teams. This was only 6. Our referee's actually walking towards midcourt. So 1 more before the bonus. So every foul for the remaining 6:27 will result in free throws. So both teams will be in the bonus as we are about to get underway. Fun one here at Geisman. Glad you chose to spend your evening here with us. Cougar basketball powered by Lutheran Public Radio. Listen to sacred music anytime, anywhere on the LPR network. Dozie harassing Emmerich at the top. Emmerich drives, tough layups, too strong. Tipped, actually hits the head of Deemer, and Gladney will bring it away. Gladney with a double-double, his second straight. O'Donnell wanted to find Gladney underneath, but threw it away. And Schwartz will return to lineup for O'Donnell. O'Donnell with 3 turnovers. Gladney 2 double-doubles in a row now as Baspis will come in for Musel. 3 Cougars now in double figures. Policier with 15, Gladney with 14, Schwartz with 13. Policier 2 assists away from a double-double himself. Rockford scoreless over their last 2 minutes. Emmerich looking to drive to the hoop, wanted to slip it underneath, and it's last touch by the Regents, and it'll be Cougar ball. Crocker will return. It's a tough balancing act here for Andrew Weber with Crocker and Stewart, both with 4 personal fouls. So it'll be Crocker playing with the danger zone right now, coming back in with over 5.5 remaining. Schwartz with it on the wing. They're fronting Baspis in the post, so they can't get it inside. Policier has it, looking to drive. Step back, long 2 is off iron, no good. And Crocker brings it down. He has 3 rebounds on the night. Cougars clinging to a 2-point lead. Emmerich, open look for 3 as the Cougars are trying to switch on a screen. Schwartz will come away with it. Schwartz looking to go coast to coast, lays it up and in with contact. Cougars with a 4-point advantage. Right side, Emmerich. Largest lead of the night for CUC. Inside and is backed out. Flipped inside, layup no good. Crocker couldn't get a handle on it initially. He'll flip it up and in. He gets a second chance, and it keeps the Regents within a possession. 71-69, and we'll have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Cougar basketball powered by Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Melrose Park. Eat more chicken. Cougar fans, when you come to the game, don't forget to check your ticket stub. See if you have either received a free sandwich from Chick-fil-A or a free appetizer by Doc Ryan's. Doc Ryan's on Madison Street, always there for all your Cougar post-game needs. 4:24 remaining in the second half. Stewart has not been on the floor in a while for the Regents with the 4 personals. We'll see when he decides to come, when Coach Andrew Weber decides to bring him back. Shout out to former CUC graduate assistant Luke Weber, who was with the Cougars the previous 2 seasons. Too bad you had to graduate, bud. 4:24 remaining in the second half. Stewart leads the Regents with 17 points. Deemer with 10, Emmerich with 16. Shaw has a team-high 10 rebounds for the Regents. Regents led 46-41 at the break. Policier kicks. Schwartz passed up on a 3. It's tipped. Regents with numbers forward. Open look and laid over the front of the rim by Will Adams. Schwartz is 4 of his last 5 for CUC. Looks to drive, spin move, off the glass, right side and in, and the Cougars retake the lead at 73-71. Schwartz now with 17, closing in on his second straight 20-point game. Cougars have definitely been better defensively with Dozie on the floor. Deemer trapped, looks to kick it, Dozie with the steal. Open path to the basket, and Hill kissed it off the glass and in. Whistle was blown after contact was made. I don't think there was a foul called. Here comes Jeremiah Stewart back into the game. 3:29 remaining here in the second half. Emmerich to bring it up the floor. Cougars trying to end a 10-game losing streak dating back to last season. Left side tipped away, saved by O'Donnell, but it's into the hands of the Regents. Everybody was surprised there as that one got thrown across the floor. Right side, Stewart trying to drive on Policier. Left-handed layup is up, no good, and Schwartz will bring it away. Schwartz with 6 rebounds. Cougars can take the air out of the basketball and run a little bit of clock here with 2:50 remaining. 16 to shoot with Policier. Trying to go to work on Stewart. Drive, pull up, tough shot, no good. Gladney there with the offensive board, and he got fouled on the way up. Foul will be on Shaw. That'll be his 3rd personal. 2 free throws coming here for Gladney. Gladney 4 of 6 from the charity stripe tonight. First free throw here for Gladney is up and good. Cougars as a team, 17 of 21 from the free throw line. That's going to win you a lot of ball games. Important free throws coming up here down the stretch, though, that they're going to need to knock down. Gladney with 15 points and 12 boards for his 2nd straight double-double. Second free throw makes it a full 2-possession game here with 2:37 remaining. Emmerich trying to go baseline, flips it inside, layup too strong, and Policier comes away with it, and he lost it. It was, Cougar fans thought it was touched by Shaw. Mind you, a lot of this happening tonight. You haven't seen Jalen Meeks, who did not play in the opener. Cougars have been performing well as a whole, shooting 41% in the second half. 2:20 remaining, they lead by 6. Emmerich gets cut off. Drive, a bump, tough shot. Shaw is up and good off the glass. Shaw now with 10 points. 4 Regents in double figures on the night. He has a double-double. Inside Gladney, and he'll get fouled. Stewart went up for the block. Foul will actually be called, though, on Deemer, who gave Gladney a bump underneath. 2nd personal foul on Deemer. 2 shots coming here for Gladney. He's 6 of 8 on the night tonight. He was 4 of 9 from the charity stripe in the opener. First of 2 is up and good. Chance to keep it a 6-point Cougar advantage. Second free throw here for Gladney. And it is good. 79-73, Cougars lead it. Gladney now with 18 points on the night. Tipped away, O'Donnell getting in there and harassing the exchange for the Regents. I think they're trying to call a timeout. Not quite sure why the refs signaled for the shot clock to be reset. 3 off the wing, no good. Policier will bring it away. Policier has it, wants to drive. Layup, no good. Gladney, second chance, no good as well. Policier was seen dead red there. He should have pulled that back out. The Cougars could have ran a lot of clock. Shaw cut off, kicks. Good look for 3. Adams doesn't roll home. Second chance, Deemer's no good. Gladney will bring it across, and it's ripped away and bounced by Adams. He'll take it to the hoop and lay it up and in, and it'll be a timeout on the floor by the Regents. Cougars making a couple mistakes here late when they could have ran some clock. It'll be a full timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. 1:08 remaining in the second half. 79-75 your score.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium, 79-75 your score. It'll be Cougar ball coming out of the timeout. Regents with 2 timeouts remaining. CUC with 3. So if they do get in trouble, if the CUC does get in trouble, they do have an outlet by the ability to call a timeout. Coming up on the final minute of play, Regents don't need to foul here, trailing by 4. Police across half court. Long, dangerous pass. O'Donnell wanted to get it to Schwartz underneath, and they're going to get a foul on Deemer. I don't think that was on purpose as he fell to the floor. So foul on Deemer is his 3rd personal. It'll be Schwartz to shoot 2. Trying to make it a 6-point game. First of 2 is up and good. Schwartz, a 79% free throw shooter last season for CUC. Was 3 of 3 from the charity stripe in the opener. Knocks down the second, and it's back to a 6-point Cougar advantage. Under a minute remaining. Emmerich looks to go baseline. Reverse layup is up and good. Back to a 4-point advantage. Regents are going to have to foul at some point. Emmerich goes for the steal and hits the deck. And Deemer will be the one that commits the foul. That'll be his 4th. Rockford let a lot of time go off the clock there by not coming and fouling right away when the Cougars got it across half court. I understand when you don't foul, trying to get that 10-second violation to force the turnover, but as soon as they cross the line, you got to foul to save as much time as possible. First of 2 for Policier is up and good. He's a perfect 7 for 7. Talk about being able to ice a game. Cougars 23 of 27 from the free throw line so far. Second free throw rims out. Announcer's curse on that one. I'll call that. 5-point Cougar advantage. Stewart quickly coast to coast off the glass. No good. Policier has it, and he'll get fouled with 27.6 seconds remaining. Now it's a chance for Policier to make it a 2-possession game. First free throw up and good. Now here comes the big one to try to make it a 3-possession game. Second free throw is up and good. Substitution will be Crocker coming to the floor. And we will have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout too with the one on the floor. 27.6 seconds remaining.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Back inside Geisman Gymnasium, 27.6 seconds remaining here in this one. Cougars lead 84-77. Little rendition of Sweet Caroline getting on here inside Geisman. Rockford has to go quick. They need a 3. Emmerich trapped to Deemer. Rockford letting a lot of time go off the clock. Deemer tries to get. Tough shot is up and in. They'll get it into Policier, and they'll foul him. Foul will be on number 5, Adams. And Policier can put an end to this one with 2 free throws. Two shots here for Policier. He's 9 of 10 from the free throw line tonight with 8 rebounds and 8 assists. So talk about having a good night in the home opener as he gets left like Tom Brady for a high five from his teammates. Second free throw for Policier is up and good. He now has 20 points on the night. Under 10 to play. 3 up by Emmerich is off the mark. Policier has it, and that will do it. Cougars able to dribble it out, and they are winners here in the home opener tonight. 10-game streak comes to a close, and the Cougars win this one 86-79. Final stats on this one. For the Cougars, they shoot 41% on the night, led by Mitch Policier with 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. Justin Schwartz has 19 points on the night, 8 of 12 shooting with 6 rebounds. Landon Gladney has another double-double, 18 points, 13 rebounds. For the Regents, they were led by Emmerich with 18 points on 7 of 16 shooting, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for him. Shaw had a double-double, 10 points and 11 boards. Stewart had 17 points on the night. Foul trouble hurt the Regents in that second half as both Stewart and Crocker had to sit out a lot of minutes when they got in foul trouble. So the Cougars win the first of their season-long 5-game homestand over Rockford. They move to 1-1 on the season, 1-0 in NACC play. They'll take on Concordia, Wisconsin on November 20th, 5 days from tonight at 7 p.m. here inside Geisman. Glad you chose to join us here tonight. Post-game press conference coming up in a bit. You can find all the recap at CUCougars.com. For my production staff, producer Joel Krenz, and our cameramen Esme Torres and Dan Hasko, I'm CJ Sellner. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We will talk to you again next week here on the Cougar Network. Have a good night.